Nearly 6 months ago, the government was handed the Drug Summit report from the co-chairs, and they made it clear that they expected the government to respond within 6 months. So, Premier, the time is nearly up for you to respond to the Drug Summit. Over the last 6 months, we estimate that 250 people have died from drug overdose in New South Wales. That's people's sons, their daughters, the people they love. Not one of those people has died in the supervised injecting centre that Uniting runs in King's Cross. That's because supervised injecting facilities save lives and reduce harm from drug use.
Those of us that work at the front line are calling for meaningful response to the Drug Summit. Tinkering about the edges is not going to cut it. As a doctor, I can tell you that an opiate overdose death is completely and utterly preventable. The work that I do at my centre sees that every day. And yet, if we did the same thing in a different city or a different suburb of Sydney, we'd all be breaking the law. We'd be breaking your laws, Premier. There is an antiquated small clause of less than 100 words that just needs to be crossed out. That means that communities that want to explore the benefits of a small supervised hub would be able to do so. My question is this: how many drug summits, how many special commissions of inquiries, and how many coronial inquests is it going to take?
My beloved son was dependent on heroin. And as any mother would do, I tried to help him and care for him. And I love him unconditionally. How much more will it take for the government to action these recommendations that is evidence-based? And these are not just opinions that are recommended. This is a result of experts in the field, like mental health experts, doctors, the police, communities, and so many other organizations. I just want to bring the attention to the government to please implement this recommendation, because my son died because King Cross was the only medically supervised center available in New South Wales.
Faith teaches us that every life is sacred, and that compassion and fairness must guide us. Yet today our policies treating those who struggle with addiction as criminals, pushing them into cycles of shame and isolation. Addiction is not a crime. Addiction is a health, mental, and a spiritual struggle that demands a health-based response along with spiritual and mental support. It demands policies that prioritize treatment, harm reduction over punishment.
The need for a statewide strategy is more now than ever, and such a statewide strategy needs to be comprehensive of both regional and remote areas of New South Wales, not just centred here on Sydney, and how we can make the system fairer and better for all citizens in New South Wales, particularly Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander people who don't seem to be benefiting from the same laws that have been put in place that are intended to support people who have drug and alcohol use issues so that they are diverted from the criminal justice system much rather into treatment.
We have lost too many lives, and we continue to lose too many lives, and we need harm reduction, and we need the accessibility of that harm reduction being led by people with lived experience. That way we can reduce stigma, we can make the system more accessible for everyone.